Okay, okay. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. So, guys, today it's quite a lot we're going to talk about, but it's going to be very quick. So, how's it, my bruiser? You see, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you're still at the Shebeen or at the club or at your friend's house or at the braai, and your phone is blowing up like it's a Samsung Note 7. It looks like it is the robots that we have that goes green, amber, and red. It just keeps on lighting up. It's your wife is calling. Your kids are asking where you are. And you're thinking, just one more drink, just one more game, just one more hour. My bro, I know that voice, man. It's the voice of I'll go home soon. That never comes. It never comes home soon. That voice has been lying since 1994. That voice is the original fake news. Now you see, your place where you're supposed to be is at home, not in the streets. You must be at home. You must be a man being at home, because you're not supposed to be in a tavern, not even at the braai that never ends, not with the boys who don't even have families that's waiting for them. Home, where your wife is, where your kids are, where your life is, and where your Wi-Fi password actually works. Because let's face it, man, the Shebeen's Wi-Fi is double car center army, and you're using your own data also, which is also double car center are expensive. So you're basically paying not to be with your family. That's not doing networking, guys, man. That's just being tough there. But listen, you know how a dog works. Now, that dog at the gate, let's call the dog Brakkies. Now, he barks at everything. Car drives past, woof. Leaf falls, woof. Postman shows up, he goes crazy. Brr, 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 brr. Mosquito farts from 3 blocks away. Brr, 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 brr. His own shadow looks at him funny. Woof. You see, here's the thing about it, my bro. When the owner actually comes home and Bracky sees him, Bracky stops barking. You know why? Because it wasn't about just him barking about things. No, he was being lonely. He wasn't being tough. And also Bracky's knows that if he barks at you, he gets a fed cook. Now, my family, Bracky's, my bro, is your family. They bark because the gate's been empty too long. The spiders have started paying rent already. And every hour you stay out, that's another hour of barking, another hour of loneliness dressed up as noise. Go home, bro, man. Be the hand that stops the barking and maybe bring a fed cook. Because nothing says, I'm sorry, I was out till 2 a.m. like fried dough ball. That's South African love language, my man. We don't say, I love you. We say, I brought you a fed cook. And we mean it. Now, let me tell you a story. I knew a guy, let's call him Bongani. Good man, hard worker, loved his family. And as you know, I changed some things in these things, so I don't want to name names, right? But he loved the Shebeen more. Every night, every weekend, I'm networking, he'd say. I'm building relationships. Bro, the only relationship he was building was with the barman. And even the barman was like, my bro, don't you have a home to go to? His wife then stopped asking when he's coming home. His kids stopped waiting up for him. One day, his daughter graduated university. He didn't know. Nobody told him because he became a stranger in his own house. He cried that day. He cried like a baby, man. I built a house, he says, but I never built a home. Don't be Bongani, my bro, man. Go home while they still want you there. Before your kids start introducing you to people as the guy who sometimes sleeps here, or worse, the guy who pays the Wi-Fi. Because in 2026, being the Wi-Fi guy is the lowest bar. It's the lowest bar, my brother. Even the dog has higher standards. Now, you see, let me tell you a story about my uncle. He used to come home late every night. Drunk, loud, angry. Everyone hated it. The whole house went quiet when they heard his car come in. Even the geckos on the wall, they even stopped chirping. That's how you know how serious this situation is, when the geckos judge you. And geckos been judging everyone. They've seen things. They've been on the wall since 1987. One day, my cousin, his son, said something that broke my heart. He said, I don't want to be a father when I grow up. You know why? Because fathers are scary. You see, my uncle heard that. He changed that day. He started coming home early, sober, quiet, but he was present. It took years to rebuild, but he did it because he realized his presence was where he's supposed to be, where his children could see him. His children wanted to be close to him. His absence is what was scaring them. Don't let your kids fear your footsteps when you come into the house, my bro, man. Let them run to your footsteps. Well, unless you're carrying groceries, then they definitely run away. Because you know, They're not helping you carry those bags. South African kids and grocery bags, that's a relationship more broken than Eskom's grid. They'll run a marathon to avoid carrying groceries. But ask them to run to the gate for the delivery guy. Yes, so Usain Bolt takes it. But anyway, I met a man at a conference once. Successful guy, big house, fancy car, probably had a fridge that made its own ice cubes. You know that type, man. The type who says, let's touch base instead of let's talk. The type who drinks sparkling water and calls it hydration. But he told me, I have everything and nothing. My kids don't know me. My wife has given up on me. I built an empire, but I lost my family. He was crying, a grown man crying. Not the cute crying, that, oh, he's so emotional crying. No, that ugly cry. The kind where your face does things that you didn't know your face could do. The kind where the snot and tears become one substance. If I could go back, he says, I'll trade it all of it. For one more dinner with my kids, for one more conversation with my vrouw, for one more night at home. That's regret, brothers. That's regret. The kind that doesn't come with the return policy. The kind that Bongani can't fix. Don't let your story be that kind of thing, man. A no return policy, man. Go home now, man. Don't still wait, man. While there's still time. Before your kids start charging you for emotional damages. And trust me, Gen Z kids know their worth, except they'll invoice you with interest and they'll use PayPal because they're tech savvy. So, guys, I want you to listen. Now, this is words for the whole family. Ladies, you feel me too. Maybe your husband is one of those guys that's out there. Maybe you're the one holding the fort, keeping the lights on literally during load shedding while he's somewhere else. Probably complaining about the petrol price he just burned driving to the wrong place. Or maybe you're the one who's so busy building your career, running your businesses, chasing your dreams, that the people who love you most are getting your leftovers. And not the good leftovers, not the last night's braai leftovers. That I'm talking about the sad, dry leftovers. The ones even the dog side eyes when he looks at it. The ones that make your dogs think, even I won't eat that. I eat socks. This message is for everyone who has a home to go to. Because home isn't just a place with a roof. It's the people under the roof. And they need you present, man. Not perfect, guys. Present. You can be a disaster, but just be a present disaster. Moms, dads, grandparents, aunties, uncles, whoever you are, if someone's waiting for you, go to them. Your kids don't need a hero, they need you. Your partner doesn't need a superstar, they need you. The braai will end. That Shebeen is going to close. The conference is going to finish, but my family, your family, they're permanent. Treat them like it, man. Or at least treat them better than your fantasy Premier Football League, man. Because let's be honest, you check the FPL team every day. And when last did you check your marriage? Your FPL team is 12th place, bro. Your marriage should be. Now, let's get to some headlines, which I'm only going to give two, and this is true South African headlines. Load shedding hits stage 6. The families are left in the dark. You saw the headline, didn't you? Hey, man, we all saw that headline. The whole country was groaning. But here's it taught me, bro. Load shedding doesn't just happen by Eskom. It happens in your house too. Every night you're not there. That's stage 6 load shedding in your lounge. Your wife sitting in the dark alone. The kids trying to do homework by candlelight while you're drinking cold ones under bright lights with the Owens. The country is crying about electricity, but your family is crying about you. They're in the dark, bro. And you hold the switch. You hold that switch. Also, you hold the remote, which is basically the same thing in South Africa households. Don't let your family sit in the dark while you sit in the light, man. That's just bad husbanding. That's bad economics. Do you know how expensive candles are? 25 rand a liter for petrol, 50 rand for a candle that lasts 3 hours. The math doesn't math me, bro. And don't get me started on inverters. You bought an inverter for 15,000 rand so your wife can have lights when you're out spending 500 bucks on drinks that you don't need. That's not being a provider. That's being a sponsor. And not even a good one. At least sponsors get branding. You just get a headache. Now, headline number 2, petrol prices soars. 25 rand a liter. Hey, South Africans are feeling it, man. We felt that one at the pump, didn't we? 25 rand a liter, man. You think that it would make us stay at home more, guys. But no. You're still driving to the Shebeen, still burning the fuel you can't afford. To sit in a place you don't belong. Here's the maths. One trip to the tavern cost you $200. Yeah, in petrol. $300 in drinks and $0 in relationship building at home. Meanwhile, your vrouw is at home doing real work for free. She's cooking with those expensive groceries, helping with homework by candlelight because of load shedding, and keeping your family together while you're busy networking. Bro, the only networking you're building is a live-in network. And trust me, that network has no 5G. It's barely edge. The petrol price is high, bro, but the price of a broken home, that's much higher. You know what's free. Walking through the front door, you can't put the price on that, guys, man. Well, actually, you can. It's called the bond, which you're probably not also paying because you're too busy buying rounds for people who won't remember your name tomorrow. They'll drink the drinks, they won't remember you. They're not networking. That's charity. And you're not even getting a tax certificate. Now, I want to tell you guys a true story. This is real, guys. I'm going to give big ups and props to my fro because she's the superhero. But I was also a hero in a sense. But anyway, so here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened. Now, all I need you to do is to understand. This is a true story. I'm not exaggerating. Well, maybe a little bit, but only because the truth wasn't big enough to capture what I saw. And I saw things, my bro. Things that haunt me until this day. Things that make me check under the couch before I sit down. Things that make me sleep with one eye open. And I already sleep with one eye open because of Eskom. Load shedding. Because, of course, it was load shedding. I'm sitting in the lounge, laptop on, lights are off, just me and the glow of the screen, peaceful, quiet, romantic even. Me in the darkness, a love story for the ages, and then I feel it. I feel it, you know that feeling. You know that one, man. Like something is watching you. Like the walls themselves have eyes. Like that leftover voice from last week's braai has finally gained his sentence and is plotting revenge. I turn my head slowly. Hey, and there on the wall next to me is the biggest, the hairiest, most terrifying spider I've ever seen in my entire life. That thing was not a spider. That thing was a spider. Legs like a rugby player's arms, man. Thick, muscular, probably doing squats in its spare time. Body like a golf ball, but hairier, man. Hairy like it was wearing a Springbok jersey complete with collar and the name tag. And it looked at me. That thing looked at me. I swear on everything holy, it looked at me. Not scared, not running, just staring. Like it had made a pact with the flying cockroach in the kitchen. Like they had their own WhatsApp group called Operation Take the Lounge. And this spider was the group admin with admin privileges. The kind that let you delete other people's messages and ban them. I didn't move. Me. We had a standoff. Me and the spider. Two warriors. Two legends. Two creatures who both knew that only one of us was leaving this lounge alive. And then I did what any brave, strong, capable man would do in this situation. I screamed. Not a manly scream, not a watch out danger scream. No, I screamed like a girl at the Justin Bieber concert who just got told she's meeting him backstage. I screamed like I was auditioning for a horror movie. I screamed so loud my neighbors probably thought I was being robbed. But I was being robbed, technically by a spider. The spider was stealing my dignity, my manhood, and my will to live. One hairy leg at a time. My fro came out of the room running, pregnant with our second lady that time, carrying the first one in her arm. Probably wondering if the house was on fire now, or if I'd finally lost my mind and was fighting with the TV remote again. And there I am, a grown man, pointing at the wall like a toddler who just saw a ghost, making sounds that no human man should make. Sounds that scientists haven't even named yet. Sounds that made my first son cry, and he wasn't even scared. He was just disappointed. And you know what she did? My pregnant vrouw, who should have been resting, who should have been putting her feet up, who should have been eating pickles and ice cream, whatever the pregnant woman do. She looked at the spider. She looked at it like a way a cat would stare down a hungry lion. No fear, no hesitation, just pure unfiltered bravery. That kind of bravery you can't buy, man. The kind of bravery that says, I carry two humans inside of me. You think I'm scared of you. She grabbed the doom. Guys, not the small can, the big can, the industrial one. The one that says kills insects dead and actually means it. The one that comes with the warning label longer than your matric certificate. She walked up to the spider like she was walking up to a parking attendant who overcharged her. Like she was walking up to a telecom technician who said he'd be there between 8 and 5 and rocks up at 6. She sprayed it, not a little spray, a full spray. A you picked the wrong house spray. I am pregnant and hormonal and you chose today's spray. That spider went from group admin to offline in about 3 seconds. It didn't even get an update in its status. It didn't even get it to send a final message to the cockroach WhatsApp group. It was done, cancelled, deleted, unfollowed. When the cockroaches were like, did you see what she did to the admin? But she wasn't done. Oh no, my fro wasn't done. She found an empty bottle, those coffee bottles. She scooped the spider inside the coffee bottle. And then she handed it to me. Now, the man who just screamed like a banshee, the man who just made sounds that violated the Geneva Convention, and she said, close the lid. I looked at her. I looked at the bottle. I looked at the spider, which was now doing a backstroke in a pool of doom, probably wondering where it all went wrong, probably regretting his life choices, probably wishing he had stayed in the garden with the other spiders, living a simple life, not trying to be a group admin. And then, guys, I did it. I closed the lid with the bravery of 1,000 men, with the courage of a lion, with the steady hands of a surgeon who just drank 3 Red Bulls. I closed the lid, my bro. I did it. I was the hero of my own home. I was Spider-Man. Okay, not Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man's assistant. Or let's say Spider-Man's intern then. But still, I was on the team. I took the bottle outside. I put it by the gate. I went back inside, chest out, feeling like I defended my family from a dragon. Like William Wallace, like Nelson Mandela. Like I was the guy who invented the KFC double down. I was that level of hero, me bro. My wife looked at me like, you just closed the lid, right? And I looked at her like, but I closed it well. I closed it with conviction. I closed it with purpose. I closed it like my life depended on it. But at that moment, it kind of did depend on it. The next morning, I went back to look for my prisoner. The bottle was there. The lid was still on. The spider was gone. My bro, gone. I stood there in my slippers holding the empty bottle and I felt something I haven't felt since I was a child. Pure, unadulterated, unfiltered paranoia. The spider has escaped through a closed lid. Like the spider was Houdini. The spider was Jason Bourne. The spider was planning something. I could still feel it. I still feel it till this day. Every time I sit in a lounge during load shedding, I feel those eyes on me. That spider is out there somewhere, watching, waiting, probably updated his WhatsApp status. Revenge is a dish best served hairy. The spider wasn't the problem. The problem was I was sitting alone in the dark in a house that was supposed to be a home. And the only thing keeping me company was a creature that looked like it had its own LinkedIn profile from an insect kingdom. I was alone in the dark, pretending everything was fine. And when the real danger came, and let's be honest, the spider was dangerous, guys. Man, come on, it doesn't matter what you say. Don't care what anybody says. That thing has a 5-year plan. I wasn't brave. I was scared. I was helpless. I was a man who had spent too much time being out there, that has forgotten how it is to be present in here. I had forgotten that being a man isn't about being fearless. It's just about being there. Even when you're scared, even when you're screaming, even when you're closing lids while your pregnant wife does the actual work. But my wife, my fro, she was there. She showed up. She didn't need to be a hero. She just needed to be present. And because she was there, because she was home, because she was in the house we built together, she handled what I couldn't. She was the light in the darkness, the doom in the load shedding, and the courage when I have none. She was also the reason I now sleep with one eye open, but that's another story for another day. But here's my final words, my family. And here's real talk, guys, ladies, and whoever's watching this. Go home. Whatever you're doing outside right now, it's not worth you losing your home. The Shebeen will still be there tomorrow. The boys will still be there. That networking can wait. But your kids, they're growing up today. Your wife, she's needing you today. Your husband is missing you today. Your home is waiting for you today. And possibly a spider is waiting for you too. But that's why you have family, most. To face the spiders together. To scream together. To close lids together. To check under the couches together. That's what families are for. You don't have to be perfect, Owens, man. You don't have to have all the answers in the world, man. You don't have to be brave enough to face a spider alone. You just have to show up, walk through the door, sit at the table, hold the story, help with the homework, man. Share the meal, guys. Just be there. Even if you're useless, even if you're scared, even if you're the kind of person who screams at spiders, just be there. Your presence is the present, brother. And unlike the petrol price, it doesn't go up. It only goes up in value. Like a good investment, like a house in Camps Bay, like your wife's patience, which is apparently infinite because she married you. Because at the end of the day, the bride goes, it turns to ash, guys. The value. Family is the home you built with your presence, one day at a time, one scream at a time, one close lid at a time. Go home. Not because it's easy, because it's where you belong. Because the people there, they don't need your money, your status, your stories from the outside. They just need you. And I want to say that I appreciate you and that I love you. Guys, thank you so much for checking in. For those of you watching it after the live stream, it's okay. Thank you as well for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I don't know what the other thing is, but do those things for me, please, man. So we can continue to do these things, guys. There's much more videos on this on our JFM YouTube site that we are doing. We talk ranging from different issues with no fluff, guys. We're not keeping it like it's a professional talk. I'm not giving you a PowerPoint presentation sitting in Sun City. I'm not doing that. We are keeping it down to earth, just where it is. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, guys and ladies, please, by all means, let me know. You will find in our description, there's a mail to list. There is a WhatsApp link that you can click onto where you can go onto our JFM WhatsApp group. So I'm leaving it out there for you guys. But listen, you guys are amazing. You guys have an amazing day further. Bless you guys. Peace out. JFM, Toppy Wisdom.